Hey, give a few minutes. We're still a little early on stream, so relax. Enjoy the music. We'll start shortly. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? People of all ages. Finishing, connecting everything up. Currently. Settling in to my seat. I do hope you've enjoyed the music. But now it's time to get in to another evening of Marvel Contest of Champions. And as a disclaimer, I am in the CCP Content Creator Program for Kabam. And as such, I have early access to one minute, Captain. I have early access to new and exciting champions to show you. Last night we did our first Clairvoyant. Tonight we will do the second Clairvoyant, Black Widow. And I have just had a request from Captain to do Act 2.3.4 for one energy Captain America. What are you... Let me see what you're talking about here. Do you want me to go to Act 2, Chapter 3, Number 4? This one? Is this the one you were referring to? For one energy Captain America. I think you're trying to tell me for the solo event. Hold up. Let's pull it up so we actually know what we're talking about. For the solo event of Time Paradox Champion use, you have to fight Captain America for bonus 15,000 points to get this done as quickly as possible. And what Captain Kurt is trying to tell us is, if you go into this particular event, I gotta revamp my team here. I don't even know what I'm trying to do there. I want to see. I mean, I'm gonna use, obviously, Voyant to get there. We use her. We got our filters. And we start putting in champions that will give us bonuses. I don't really need this one, do I? What does this one do? When the opponent is immune to the same they're inflicted with OD buff for 8 seconds, reduce the extra means component evade effects. It's an anti-evade. We'll go ahead and throw that in there, and then we'll also put in what's he gonna give us? Nothing great. Nothing great. Bestow. Now we'll just put in Blake. Actually, just why not? Oh, I have to fight with Captain. Let's see. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll instead, to get this done and over with, show you what he is talking about. Does it have to be OG Captain? Or can it be Captain America Infinity War? That's my question. Oh, and I have to have a tech, it looks like, also. Okay. Does it have to be OG Captain? I mean, not that it matters. put an OG captain instead of Mephisto. And then we'll get into... Oh yeah, he's right at the beginning, so just cobble him, the OG captain. OG captain versus OG captain. So how many times you gotta do this? Check our level right now. Do that one time. Oh yeah, that was a pretty good one. So 16,000 per, and you got to get up to 275,000. It's a lot, but it's at 16,000. That's not too bad. Two. I mean, that's not too bad. I know I have a better. Thought I had a better. I guess he is my highest. I have the 5 stuff. Not sure if that's going to do me any better, but we'll do. 10 duels and the rest on that quest. So, duels weren't any quicker, I'm sure. Like, that's probably... Actually, it was probably worse. I mean, that's not bad. 11 hits to get him down, reset. So that's 32,000. So you gotta do this like 13 times or so, maybe a little bit more. That's still not bad, man. So, tip for all you guys, that's what you need to do. Thank you very much, Captain Kirk, because that is pretty awesome. We've already got the first level done, it looks like. Yeah, already 1.5. So, and you get these unified crystal shards you can trade in later for crystals as the month progresses. So obviously we have a new calendar, new maps, new everything today that came out. The only difference was I was able to show you Black Widow yesterday, and due to some upcoming things, I think that we only have her for tonight again. That was it. So one more night with Black Widow, but I don't know what I can give away. I don't want to say something I shouldn't. So know that very soon we will see the preview for the new Vision. Very soon. So be ready for that. It's coming at some point, very in the very near future. And there's probably a reason why it's coming so early and soon. So keep that in mind as well. I will absolutely finish doing that at some point. Thank you very much for that. But I did want to get into some Black Widow stuff tonight. Most importantly, I got some new ideas on how to use her a little bit more effectively and how to show you guys a few other little tips, tricks that we were informed about today. So there was a couple of things that came out. I was not, I don't want to say the no, but I wasn't privy to until today. So I'm gonna go over those things. I really don't want. Okay. Oh, and Sinister Labs, like, I don't know if there's any more going down, but I finished mine today. I think today's the last day of them, maybe? Or they may, yeah, I think today might have been the last day for them. So if you haven't done Sinister Labs, you can get those in. Alright, one thing to note, as I was saying earlier, so you know that Hulk is immune to poison. So what you want to do is get Black Widow to the poison stage first, which is her second level curse. It's her second curse, it's Plague. And to do that is just do a lights out. See, now I'm in it. Now I should start gaining some poison charges from him. And then we unleashed special 3 on him. This is gonna do some mass damage. This might even just kill him. Close. So that's one, but when we get into a longer fight, I'm going to show you how to build up her damage really, really rough. Oh look, there's a captain in here too. There's a cap in here too. Is a 5-star going to make a difference if you fight a 5-star rather than the 3-star? Out of curiosity, because this is just a couple up. If it gives you more, that may be a better way to go. Yes, the new vision is coming so soon. He's not immune to poison, he's not immune to... See how he does with Incinerate. Alright. So, if you just need straight damage, this is the mode to do it in. Her Incinerate Mode, Hellfire, Plague, Curse, is actually the highest damage that you're going to get out of her. So she's just whizzing through this right now. Should I rank 5-star Aegon, or should I rank 5 Aegon 4-star, or rank 3 5-star Thor Ragnarok? What do you have left to do, Super Cool? Like, what are you stuck on? Rank 5 4-star Aegon for any of your longer quests. Have you done Realm of Legends? Have you done Road to the Labyrinth? Either one of those. Or are you getting ready to do either one of those? I say that because that 4-star Aegon will absolutely still kill that in there. And he's actually can still be used viably in Labyrinth of Legends. So Aegon is definitely for end game stuff. Try and get Uncollected. So Uncollected, those are shorter fights, honestly. But is your 5-star Thor Ragnarok duped? If he is not duped, then he is not. Actually, Aegon needs to be duped too, just to be clear. By the way, this is already 120% better than it was starting out last night. So I can already tell you that the tips that they gave me today were pretty spot on. And the more I play with her, the more I actually really like her. She may seem like underwhelming damage, but it's masked. And her other utilities are so good. But no, Aegon is not high sig, but he is duped. And again, as you, Aegon is, but not. How can I get him now? So, yeah, Aegon, I would actually rank him and then work on signature levels for him. Because in the longer term, he's going to be your better option for stuff. Honestly. And Thor Ragnarok at rank 3, 5-star, unduped, is not going to do you any good in any of that content. For the most part. Like, he needs the dupe and a pretty high signature to be really kind of effective for that stuff. And then learn how to use Aegon effectively, because he really does do some great things all along the way. I know he's immune to poison. Darn Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi got me. I'll just end this fight. But yeah, that's what I would do, man. My Aegon, oh my gosh. I totally killed Labyrinth of Legends after I got him ranked up. And really utilized him. He's got insane skills. And that will flow on down as a level rank, as a 4-star, sorry, as well as a 5-star. So now we'll have to worry about getting her regen back up, which how you do that is in her bleed mode. Build up to that special 2. I think you'll be impressed at how much she does. Like, look at all that regen I just got back. You have no good 5-stars. What do you have? And how close are you to the next one? What do you have? How close are you to the next one? And are you saving for featured, or are you still in, just hunting basics? The basic pool is really large now, so if you're looking for a specific champ, they're harder to come by. The specific one. She's not gonna let me. He just died way too quick. Hopefully Iron Man will let me regen the rest of the way. She is from the mouths of the devs, Clairvoyant is really meant to be a champion that will sustain. She just has sustainability. So like she's meant to be for longer term and longer fights and multiple damage immunities to help that along the way. She's got, she could do just a little bit of everything. She could do some power control. She could do some regeneration. She could do some output damage. She can do so many different utilities. And then she's the triple immune, so pick your poison. It's that frostbite. Or frostbite and cold stab damage. She is not immune to those. But yeah, man, she is really good. What's up, Rogue? How you doing, man? I'm telling you, I went on a roller coaster ride with this one, honestly. At first, I didn't like her very much at all. I really didn't. If you'd asked me last night, I'd been like, she's just a man champion. However, that was at the beginning of the night. By the end of the night, I started to understand what her potential was, what she can really get into, what kind of utility she's really bringing to the table. And the more I played her, better she got. And what still worried me was her damage output is not great. It really isn't, but it's not meant to be. She's not going to be the highest DPS in the game. She's not going to be some bursty champion. She is more for high utility, high I'll get right back to you on that, super cool. High utility and high survivability. So if you need a champ for those sorts of fights, and there are plenty in the game, she is pretty damn awesome. She's got some power control. She's got some regeneration. She's got some the triple immunity, obviously, that you get to pick. So that's even better. Like, you can pick which one you get. She's not going to be a defensive person. She's going to be an offensive. And she's going to be an offensive person that you can put in to do some pretty crazy things in certain situations. That said, there are still some questions that I have about how she gains her charges, which I'm waiting for answers on. One of them is like Red Hulk. When you put a poison on Red Hulk and then he purifies it, she should get a charge. But she wasn't last night. I don't know if they fixed it yet or not. That's one of the things. But again, as I play her more, I like her more. The more I'm playing with her, the more she's growing. It was a quick growth. Like, I'll show you what I do against Maestro here, which isn't a great fight, but it should be a pretty good fight to show you some things. And her regen at the higher levels, like when you're fighting a higher level opponent has a lot of health, and you do the burst, you can do a little bit of bursty damage. And hopefully I get to show you how to do that. She regens a crap ton of hit points back, like almost 80% at some points, which is pretty insane. So that, like, her survivability is really good, and then she's got the immunities. But we'll get into all that. Hopefully I get to show you some things here. That was not what I wanted to do. So he is not poison immune, which surprises me out of a Hulk. So instead, we're going into the damage mode, which is the Hellfire or the Incinerate. And what I want to do now, get built up to special 2 under that Hellfire. I'm almost there. This should just about kill him. Yeah, it's Act 4. I am. Oh, see, look what I did. I was so too busy reading the chat. I didn't pay attention at all to what he was doing. That shows you nothing. All right, let me just finish him off and we'll move on to like Winter Soldier over there. That was that's funny. I was sitting there going, all right, what are they saying? And then I just noticed he was not dead yet. Anyway, so you have Hulkbuster, Iron Fist, Morningstar, Ultron. Morningstar and Ultron would be better served than Thor Ragnarok, Undukement. And really more Morningstar than Ultron, to be honest. Events, specials, realm, So alright, we'll go into this. She's gonna take more than usual to kill Winter Soldier. But we'll get a good idea about the survivability in this fight, and we'll get a good idea about her immunities, right? And how to ramp up damage on her. The Curse of the Blood is going to give you the regeneration. I'm going to get out of that and going into Poison, which will give you a little bit of ability accuracy and Power Steal. But I want to be in the Incinerate mode, because that's where you're going to get some damage. Oops, I got out of that too. So what you do is just do a light attack combo to get into switch the modes. And then we will do the level 3 on him. I haven't even looked. So we'll do this level 3. Now we're gonna ramp up to level 2. And that will give us some stuff back. So it should give us a little higher damage output. Stick on the so you see he gets buff immunity, so you can't give buffs for that amount of time. This what I'll do. So I'm now in bloodletting mode up there. Now I'm gonna regenerate. So watch my regeneration go up. I'm back up to 100. I'll go back to cycling through. So this is how you just sustainability. And get back into the Hellfire mode. So, and I love her animations. I love the effects that she has. The level 1 doesn't do a whole lot other than some stacks of incinerates. So I don't remember what the extra does on it. We'll go back into bloodletting. And we'll get our health back. She also has, and I will mention this in a second, the highest base attack damage in the game right now. Yeah, she's got the highest base attack in the game. So that's helpful. Kind of makes up for a little bit of this stuff. back up to 100%. Cycle back through. Oops. Thank you for stopping by, bro. I appreciate it, man. Like I told you, this fight was going to be a little bit longer. But I can walk out of this fight with 100%. Easily. I mean, I get my stuff back right here. What's up, man? How you doing, Nugget? Just testing out some Black Widow Clairvoyant for you guys. And like I keep saying, when I first started playing, I wasn't that impressed with her. But she's certainly growing on me. Like, she doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but she has great utilities. And she's got the highest base attack in the game, as I was mentioning. She is fun to play. Now, and you can, she's so survival. Like, I'm gonna regen my health right now, which I need to do again now, obviously. But she's got the triple immunities that you get to pick, right? You get to pick which immunities she's got active. She's just, there's a lot of utility to her. I didn't like her at first, but man, I do now. I do really like her. And she's got a lot of uses you can put in for what she does. Yeah, look at that. I'm just gonna regen all the way back up to full. And then I'll change the mode because I don't need to regen anywhere. I'm in poison mode, which is power steal. I guess I could show you guys that one because I haven't. So watch. I'm gonna steal his power. Which is a good way to get him right out of that special 3. You saw it. I'm not sure if you guys saw it or not, but now I'm gonna build up into I'm gonna build back up and build my health up before I leave. Yeah, so like the longer fights, but her survivability is way high, man. Way high. Sorry, I had to concentrate there for a second, but alright, what have I missed here? Let's see. Yeah, super cool. Absolutely. We need to go with probably Morningstar or Ultron. Hopefully one of those are duped, if not both. If not, Morningstar is probably the best bet of that group. Let's see. She is very interesting, man. Like, she's got so many cool utilities. You're picking the immunities. You're picking the types of damage. You're picking whether you're regenerating or getting extra damage, or taking, you know, a little bit of power away from them. You 5-star Sinister. Yeah, he's nice. Who else did you get? And that's awesome. You duped your Sinister. What I'm really going to show you, though, is this next fight, because Captain Marvel is poison immune. I'm going to show you how you could build her damage up to its fullest when you have an immune champ like this. Let's see. Ronan. Ronan is... I don't want to say that. Ebony Maw sucks. I'm going to tell you that straight up. I hate what they did with Ebony Maw. Like, he should have been so much better. And I apologize that you had him. I got him too, so don't feel like you're alone. Champion is great when you dupe him and get him at a decent signature level. He is an awesome defender. Now, Ronan, if you learn to play him correctly, Ronan can be very, very cool character. I don't. He's going to be used a lot in like AQ, monthlies. If you need a sub in him for a team, he's a good sub. But he's a very skilled champion too, so he's got different stances. Like Black Widow has different immunities that you have to learn to get into the right stance for whatever situation you're in. I liked playing him when I had him in the CCP. In fact, enough that I went for him and got him. But now I want to dupe him. I think I just duped him, and he's on my list to bring up to do some gameplay with. But yeah, that would be my order. Ebony Maw worst, Champion second, probably Ronan third. But Sinister dupe, that's dope right there, man. Now this, I'm going to show you how to build her up fairly quickly. So I'm in poison mode now, and we know she's immune to poison, so I'm going to build up charges with her. You see, every time I do a heavy, I'm getting like 3 charges out of it. You can build these charges up to about 20. You can see I'm getting extra power out of it too. When I get to 20 here, now we're gonna throw this special 3 off, and it should do a mass amount of damage here. We'll see exactly how much. So that was a 20,000 point special, and then we can build these charges right back up. Let her throw her special if she wants. And you can also see that I have the Death's Touch, so that's... Oops, that was totally terrible. That Death's Touch is means I can't be killed, and if I were to be in a spot where I would die, instead I gain 30% health back during that time. So what we'll do is we'll bring this up. I'll show you how to come back on this fight. The sustainability factor comes in right here. So we got her. We're gonna do the mass damage that we can with our special 3. Then we're gonna switch stances and go into bleed mode. We're gonna build up to a special 2. And I'm gonna regen my health back. That's the survivability I was talking about. Like, there's got so many ways for you to get stuff in the... And in this case, we're gonna steal some power. Build up some charges. Build up some charges. Build up charges. Get to that 20 mark. Unleash that special 3. Like, you guys seeing the pattern here? It's the survivability. Like, so I'm at 85 hit points now. After I do this, I'm gonna switch stances to the bloodletting mode. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm in bloodletting mode. And I'm gonna regenerate. Go back into poison mode, build up my charges again. Charges. I see I messed up. But I can come right back out of it and get myself all the way back up again. That's the survivability for her. So she's a regen and an immune and power control. Like, she's got so much utility. That's why I'm really liking her. Yeah, her damage is lower, but you know, she's not meant to be the highest DPS of the game. She's meant to go through these fights and be there at the end when you need her. Which is why I'm really digging on it. I think, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if this does anything. So I want to get to the poison again. I'm going to build charges. I want to see what I do as in a special 3 in a different mode. Oh man, really? So let's see how the damage increase for this is. I was getting about 20,000 before. The same. Just yeah, this is. Yeah, you pick who she's immune to. I'll explain that in just a second. It's kind of the same way you do with Ronan, so keep this in mind. Alright, so in order to change her plagues, her curses, you do a medium, light combo. With the 4th light, that gives you the change. So it's the curse. There's 3 types of curses. By default, the blood curse is active, and landing the 4th light attack will get the next curse. So you start off with bleed immunity. The second one is poison immunity. Third one is incinerate immunity. And they each do damage accordingly. So they each do bleed, poison, and incinerate damage. It's not a lot, but it's at least it's something. The bleed just does that, only damage. But the plague does the damage, and it reduces their healing by 30%. And then the incinerate removes any perfect block chance and reduces their block proficiency by half. So that's why the Hellfire is probably the highest damage output you're going to get. The Special Attack 2 one, which is where you're going to get your mass damage, or your regen, or your power steal. So you get buff immunity for 10 seconds, or 50% against science. So instead of 100% of the time, it's only half the time against science. But the buff immunity means they can't do their power gain, they can't do their regen for in a 10-second span when you've done it. Which is, again, a good way to control a champion. The other things that they do is a special 2, depending on which curse you're in. You're either going to regenerate 35% of any of your damage dealt, which is what you were seeing me do. You could steal 5% of the current power from the opponent, so that basically what it comes out to is you're going to leave them, like if you do on a special 2, you're going to leave them with the same amount of power that you started with. And then, welcome back, super cool. And then finally, the Hellfire is the burst of direct energy damage on top of what you're doing. And that's for a special 2. So really what you need to do is like a special 3 to start, and then come back into a special 2. So the special 3 It removes all the charges and increases your attack rating for that attack by 317 per stack. So if you get the 20 stacks, you're going to get a real high damage rating on that attack. Then you get the Death Touch, which lasts for 1.2 seconds per charge removed. So if you have 10 charges, you're going to last for, or 20 charges, sorry. It's going to be 20 with almost 30 seconds worth of Death Touch. And that will increase the potency of all effects by 100%. And is not affected by ability accuracy reduction. So if you do that Death Touch, you build up those charges to 20, get it up there, switch over to the Hellfire, like the one I was just fighting, you do that in the Poison, and the Special 3. Move over to the Special 2 of that Hellfire, you're going to be doing, instead of 1269, you're going to be doing... what, 24, 25, 28, something like that, 25, 38. You got the golden ISO for Aegon, but not the catalyst. What are you missing? Some basics? You run those basic arenas when they come out, right? I hope. So right now, because of my Mephisto synergy is why you're seeing that causes a slow debuff on the opponent's 8 seconds, reducing the ability actually if they're unstoppable and evades for 100%. That only shows up, which is why it's all messed up, when you have one of the synergies in place, which is weird because I've never really done that before. And then obviously with her signature ability is when receiving damage that would knock you out, Death Touch is removed. So if you have Death Touch running, it's removed. Instead, you get a death immunity buff. You preventing death and healing 25% of your health back over 4 seconds, which is pretty cool. Run those dailies, man. You get those pretty quick. And then the arenas for the basics also. Like, I have to do that occasionally myself. Just one of those things. It's all part of the grind. She does have, like I told you, the highest base attack at rank 3 than any other champion in the game, which is really pretty awesome. It's got a pretty high crit rating. Let's do the percentages. Yeah, 26. It's not bad at all. Decent on block. 8 arm ratings, critical damage rating is pretty alright too. I mean, she's got the stats. It's just her it looks like it's underwhelming damage because it's meant to. She's not meant to be a DPS, get him dead quick. She's meant to be sustain, long fights, ways to get yourself built up, and then finish it off. And then still be in good shape for the next fight. That's what I like about her, is the fact that you can do those things easily, and it's all in your hands rather than an RNG. Like a Wolverine has all RNG about his regen. It's easier than like Blade's regen when you have to hold block and you could be missing out on other things. So that's awesome. We should be getting some pretty good stuff from the calendars too, if I'm not mistaken, coming up fairly soon. The synergies, like I said, they're okay. In fact, what I might even would consider doing is creating a max team for her synergies that gives you a little bit extra attack and a little bit extra crit damage. So maybe a mutant team behind her. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Let's try that. Let's get a mutant team behind her. Thank you very much, Super Cool. That is awesome of you, man. Yeah, I think we should put a mutant team behind her. Let's build something good, right? Let's build something good. I think the Magneto Wolverine is a good start because that'll give me some extra crit. Maybe I want power gain. Storm is power gain, right? Storm and Black Panther's a good 5% power gain. And then he has Magneto for the crit rating. Maybe this particular team? Because Storm is also going to give him extra damage as well. So we have crit rating, crit damage, power gain from this mutant team behind her. Let's see what kind of difference we make. Yes, yes it is. I don't know why it's not showing up. It should show up. I'll have to look into why it's not alerting, because it should have alerted for that, but alright, so let's see what we can do with this team. Oh, you know what? No, I'm so sorry. What's up, James? You missed 5-star Sentinel by 1 star. You got a 4-star? I'm sorry to hear that, man. That is something new. Super cool. Those are channel points. That's something brand new. They just put me in this particular program. So I have to learn more about that myself. Oh, 1 slot. Oh, that's not fun. So the bits, if you look at the send a message, it should be the little like triangle thing next to the emoji sign. That's for cheering and bits. What's going on, Jack? How you doing, man? You got a 5-star Symbiote Supreme? Sentinel would have helped me in variant stuff. Sentinel would help you in the newest variant. Symbiote Supreme is actually going to help you in Act 6 dot finish. 6.2 end. 6.2 to 6. Because Symbiote Supreme is now the go-to because of the She-Hulk rank down. I haven't even looked at Ryan's chat, man. I apologize. But we'll have to figure that out. Right now, it's not uncollected. Oh, but you can get there. That little point thing did not cost money. No, that is for redeeming a point system that I'm putting in place. Just haven't done it quite yet. But yeah, it's not. There's no cost to that. Bits would cost you. I think there's like a cent a bit or something like that. All right, so Jack, Claire, Voyant, Black Widow, man. She has got some great utilities. That's this. She's got some great utility, man. Like, the more I play around with her abilities, the more I'm enjoying it. Right now, I'm testing out different synergies with her because I want to see if I put a damage crit power gain team behind her with the mutant team, if we're going to get, yeah, like I didn't think she was going to be great. And if you're looking for a damage, she's not the damage one. She's not going to be straight DPS, get the fight over fast. What she will do, yeah, her SP2 is nuts. No, she's really going to be good for offense. But she's going to be good for any sustainability lanes in like Act 6 or even Act 5. Lanes that, like, you know, Starburst lanes or poison lanes, bleed lanes. Either one, she takes the place of any of those champs. It reminds me of a damage output of like a Vision. So like I said, it's not a great damage output, but it's survivability. And she has the power control. She has the regen. She has some bursty damage. Like, watch. Just kind of watch how this fight unfolds, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So you start off with Curse of Blood, which is the bleed immunity plus bleed damage. And we can switch that into poison if I wanted to. Really want to do is get this so if you end your combos on light, you see I switched over to poison. I'm doing poison now. Now I'm in Incinerate. Now we're going to special. Do you have willpower? You have anything in willpower? And or glass cannon? See, like, her damage isn't great. And remember, I have a power game and a crit team behind her. Currently. The extra power is nice. I know, right? So, anyway, so this one does the bursty damage. I'm going to go back into bloodletting mode, which is what I'm in now. And I'm going to regen. Let me take some damage, and then let me regen this. Oh, he power drained me. Alright, so I'm down to, what, 44 right now. So that was 50. Oops, that was my fault. really what I want to do is get into Special 3. Like in the Special 3, and I'm gonna have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds to get up to Special 2, hopefully. And then you'll see my region really kick off. And if you had suicides on, you would be getting these charges, I think, pretty on the regular. Although I haven't tested that yet. This is another champion that could use suicides to her advantage. Though not necessary. I have two, I'm not gonna lie. Just cause I just wanna run with them for a while. I haven't. I know that you have to switch every time you want to do like alliance defense and stuff. Like you can't have them on for that. My goal is to get myself back up to 100% amp. Hang on, I want to concentrate just for a second. Well, I'm on a mission. I came back from what, 20? I was at 22% at one point. Back up to 74 now. I'm sitting there holding block and he just breaks right through. That's stupid. Like I had that. That's a bug I wish they'd fix. Again, if you're looking for a damage output, she's not going to be it. Like, she's not going to be there high DPS at all. What she will do is allow you to survive lots and lots of stuff. It's triple immunities, I mean. Can't get much better than that. You pick poison and bleed or incinerate immune. You pick. And you get some buff immunities. Like, she's a good counter to like Mephistos or any region, really. Like Sinister, she'd be a good block for. Because she can stop his region from happening. And not only block it, but slow it down. She does actually both. Back up to 90%. $97. So I went from 22 during this fight up to 97. I'm gonna hit 100. Yeah, like, that's insane. You can do that in this. I'm gonna go up to Incinerate. Go and get some bigger damage out of her. I think with some Mystic Dispersion should be really good too. Now we get big damage on the end, see what happens. Eh, it wasn't huge. Yeah, I mean, long fights, but you come out same shape you go in, basically. And that's what taking a crap ton of hits I didn't need to. Now, like I showed you before, the Captain Marvel fight will be quicker because you can build up those charges faster and get even more healing or power degen / whatever. So because of the charge, you build up charges, you can have a stack of 20. You use that stack of 20. We'll go over it again. Use that stack of 20.
on a special 3. So after you get 20, you use the special 3. You get the death touch lasting for about 30 seconds. Because it's per charge removed. And then you get, you increase the potency of all of the curse effects by 100%. So instead of 30% healing, 35% healing on the level 2 of the bleed, you're going to be doing 70% healing. You'll heal yourself for 70% of all your damage, all the damage done on that attack. But you probably only get it off the one time, but that's pretty insane. Or you're going to be doing right on super cool. Or you're going to be doing 24 damage. 2400, actually 25, what, 30 something, 38.2. Anyway, that's what you're going to be doing on that Hellfire curse when you hit that one. Or you're going to be taking out 10% of the opponent's power. So that's the best. Her best fights are going to be against immune champions of some sort, whether they're bleed, poison, whatever. And I think it does count for robots as well. And also, the second part of that is, if the opponent has one or more buffs, landing or receiving a light or medium attack consumes a charge, but it nullifies their buff. So, if you have an immune champ with like armoring up and stuff, you should be able to nullify the armor up as you're gaining charges. Yes. That said, it doesn't work on passive things. So I tried it out on Iron Man Infinity War. No go. Wasn't giving me love. And I think there's a problem with Red Hulk right now, because if you put a poison charge on Red Hulk, he purifies it, and then he gives himself the Incinerate buff. But according to what she says, and it's right there, she starts with 3 charges each time she or her opponent are immune to any effect, or an immunity purifies a pre-existing effect. She should gain a charge and 4% of her max power. Charges stack up to 20. Thing was, I was doing that with Red Hulk, and it wasn't correctly giving me a charge and taking away his. So I have that question still in with the developers right now as to why that was happening. And also, like, I don't know if Agent Venom's tenacity is counted as a purify. I'm not sure. And another one, Korg. Korg does the restore, and he purifies. But also the Sentinels purify in like AQ. Those should go away. The skilled Sentinels, they should be purified. So I'm not sure how that's gonna break it down. She had a rank down ticket for Carnage, and his rank 5 got Corvus rank 4. Ooh, so you have a Carnage at rank 5, and you would rather have had a Corvus at rank 5? I would probably agree with that. And yeah, that's... Breakdown tickets are so uncommon. We were so... I don't want to say fortunate to get the She-Hulk. There was enough complaints that the She-Hulk came down the pike like it did. I don't know. Take it as you will. It is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna hop into a quick break. I'll be back in just a couple. Then we'll either do some more explaining about Black Widow, because this is our last night with her, so kind of get as much as we can. And then, of course, we'll do the crystals on the end. So Hang tight. I will be right back.
Look, you and me on the Charles River. I could die right now, Clem. I'm just happy. I've never felt that before.
I'm back. I'm back. Alright, so what we got here? Let's say... I didn't even look inside. But I will absolutely take your friend request, sir. There we go. Just gonna tell me I got a new friend. Yay! Alright. Anyway. So we went over Black Widow's regen ability. Let's see if we can do some damage now. The way to do this, if I'm correct, we're gonna build up some charges. After we get into poison, so because she's poison immune, we're gonna build up some damages, charges here. Get up to roughly 20-ish. Not that way. There we go. So we went up to 20. And we're gonna get in the mode we want to be in, which is now the damage mode. Hit her with it, and then get up to level 2 as quickly as we can. And see what happens. That's about as beast as I can get on her. I'm gonna go back into blood. Now I want to build my charges back up. Get up to that 20 mark again. I want to get into blood again. Throw my special. Now let's see if we can get 70% regen out of this. That's what I'm shooting for. I'm gonna get back up to special 2. Let it off. Yeah, that was a good chunk back. She's got a nice deep evade too. Alright, we're gonna build this up. Let's see if we can do this with 15 charges instead of 20. That death touch is not gonna last as long, so I need to make sure I... Yeah, that was pretty good too. Like, she's got some crazy survivability. It's just impressive. Me. Better than most of the other champs. I don't screw it up. So I like her. I like her abilities. I like what she can do. Yeah, she's not super damaged, but I'm actually okay with that because of all the other stuff she's doing. Look at that, all the way back up to 100%. Crazy regen going on there, guys. Yeah, that's some crazy regen. Like, I went all the way down to what? 20% at one point? Went all the way back up? That's crazy. And I did it in half the hits that I did Winter Soldier, so, I mean, there's that. Alright. That's enough about Black Widow. I think we've covered her pretty well. You can go back and see all the abilities and synergies earlier in the video. But now it's that time. Let's do some crystals. What do I have? What do I have? Who cares about solo right now? I got a premium here. We'll get that one. See what my luck's looking like. About what I thought it was gonna look like. Straight kabam luck there. Let's see. Still saving those for a little bit. I like these aged crystals. These are kind of crazy crystals. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why. Let's see, got another one here. Ooh, OG Black Widow. We can call her OG now. And we are to our Cavalier, and you guys know the drill. I won't stop on a 3-star. Anything better than a 3-star. When I'm ready, that's when I'll stop. And let's see how the luck's doing tonight. Oh, 4-star Thor. He's giving me. Oh, it's close. All right, let's go ahead and do. Go ahead and do another one. See if I can go 2 for 2, or get a 5 or 6. That would be nice. 2 for 2 or 5 for 6. 2 for 2 out of 4-star. Any 5-star. Any 6-star. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. That's not a good sign. That reel's staying up on the. Oh, there's a 5-star Luke Cage. I believe I duped him now. Yeah. Nice. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Gives me a little bit more on the 6-star, so I'm really close to that. And my Luke Cage is looking better. Like, I can't continue on at that point, guys. Wow, a 4-star and a 5-star? You call it quits. Like, you know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to run. So, hey everybody, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for checking out the channel. Oh, what's going up, Shadow? How you doing, man? You're catching me on the downside, man. I just spun out a 4-star and a 5-star in a row. Like, I can't get any better than that. Now I was looking to see. But I think I'm just gonna end our stream here. I think I'm just gonna end it. Like 2 hours. You want to know in depth about Black Widow? Check out the on demand here shortly. Should be up. I'll also post it up on YouTube. I appreciate everybody's support. And what else? I'm not sure about tomorrow's schedule. I may be flying tomorrow. Believe it or not, towards the East Coast and the hurricane, because that's a thing. If so, I will be back early next week, and we will have a brand new CCP to go through. So, everything else, I'm trying to think. I think I'm good. Yeah, so I will make sure, Shadow, that I will be on one of these nights later for you, because I think you're on a little bit of a different time zone than me. I'm on the East Coast time zone, and it's like 5 to midnight right now. If I didn't have to get up tomorrow, I wouldn't worry about it, but tomorrow could be a very long day for me, especially flying tomorrow maybe. But yeah, thank you very much for coming. You're on Mountain Time? Alright, I'll make sure I get a late stream in for you, brother. How's that? Because love there, man. Love. But yeah, make sure you check out the on demand for Black Widow, because she's got some really cool stuff, man. You just got to know how to use her and what to expect to get out of her. If you are needing some sort of utility of some type or immunity of some type, One that she can be anything. She's definitely worth it. She's definitely worth it. But yeah. Alright, I will catch you guys on the next stream. I appreciate you. And yeah, see you on the flip.